Missy, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. So today is another installment in my Declutter series, and today I'm going to be working on my setting sprays. I'm hoping to dwindle this down. I'll pop up on the screen here if I remember how many I start with before we get started. But let's just go ahead and start diving in here. So first up, I already know I want to keep this. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Lock It In setting spray. This is the backup I got in a mystery box recently. I do really like this setting spray. I do think it is very good with longevity and making the skincare, or making the skin look kind of like nice and glowy at the same time. I think that has a lot to do with the peptides and the niacinamide in it. I do think it does a good job. I do like this over their other setting sprays, but I still like their other setting sprays too. But if I were to have to choose between all of them, I would definitely make this my number one out of ColourPop's setting sprays. So I am going to keep both. Let's go ahead and talk about their other setting sprays. So I have the original Pretty Fresh one. This one just has hyaluronic acid in it, whereas the new one has peptides and niacinamide. I like this one too. As you can see, I've used about half of it. I don't feel like this one has good longevity though, but I do feel like it does a good job of kind of hydrating the skin and refreshing the makeup. So I tend to use it more as a refreshing spray than a setting spray, but I am going to keep. Then we have the no filter ones. I have one that is the original I bought, and then I got one as a backup. They're a little different color, but I think that's just because the one has been sitting a little longer than the other. And as you can see, it just kind of settles down here, so you do have to shake it up occasionally to kind of mix all that stuff together in there. But I am going to keep both these because I do like them as well. But again, not super long lasting. Okay guys, sorry about that. I had to go to the door because it was the door-to-door salesman for lawn care stuff. But anyways, back to this. I don't feel this is like super long lasting compared to the newer one. It is a little bit better in my opinion than this one for making the makeup last. But again, it's not one of my favorite setting sprays, but I do tend to use these more as kind of help me melt my powders and such in. Okay, so I'm going to keep, I'm going to keep both of those for now. All right, let's move on to other affordable brands. Let's do Wet n Wild. So I have two from Wet n Wild. I still have my Saved by the Bell Wanna Wrestle setting spray, and I have the Wet n Wild Get Through the Night setting spray. The ones from Wet n Wild and Care Bears tend to be scented, which is not my favorite. So typically what I do with these is I'll move them back to my skincare area. Yeah, this one has like a big perfumey scent to it. And I tend to use them back there to kind of just help me hydrate my skin to prepare for skincare and my gua sha tools. And I'm going to put this in a maybe pile for right now there because I don't know if I want to do that or not. I am going to keep the Saved by the Bell one though because it's not bad. And I do need to pull it out and use it more. So I'm going to keep it. Okay. I'm going to keep all my little Catrice ones because I love these for travel because they're so small. They're 1.69 full ounces. So I have the Shake, Fix, and Glow one. It's supposed to be hydrating with cactus flower and pineapple extract. So I'm going to keep that one. That's a glowy one. I got the Ultra Last 2 Fixing Spray. It's supposed to be transfer proof, waterproof. I'm going to keep that one. I also have an Oil Control Matte Fixing Spray. I'm going to keep that one. I also have the Dewy Glow Finishing Spray and the Multi-Talent Fixing Spray. I'm going to keep all of those. I'm going to keep my NYX Face Glue Spray. I am going to keep my MAC Fix Plus. I know this is not really drugstore. This is like more high-end. This is supposed to be an actual setting spray mixed with the finishing spray. I will say I'm not really wowed by it. I love their finishing spray to melt my powders and stuff into my skin. I do want to try the One Size Powder Melt because I've been hearing good things about it. But I have went through several of the regular MAC Fix Plus. Actually, I think I have one right now that is almost finished in my drawer over there. But I'm going to be keeping this because I do want to use it up, because even this little bottle is a little pricey in my opinion. Back to drugstore, more affordable. Again, I am not purchasing from e.l.f. right now, but I do still use and have some of their stuff in my collection. This I got in, I believe, their last advent calendar, and this is their makeup mist and set. I tend to use this just to spray my brush for fallout, and I use it as like a fixing spray, so to speak. But I already went through 2 of those, and I don't really care to go through another one because this one is brand new. So I am going to pass this one along. So I'm going to declutter that one. I have their Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. I love a good glowy setting spray. And this one does smell like coconut. I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile for right now. Alright, so then we have this one. This is the Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. This one I think is supposed to be a dupe for the Urban Decay All Nighter, and I haven't got to try it yet. So, and I've had it for a little while now, but I do want to try it, so I am going to keep it. Then I have 2 of the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. So one of them I have opened. Yeah, one of them I have opened and used. I do like it. It is nice. It's like a biphase setting spray, so you have to shake it up and kind of mix the 2 ingredients together. I am going to keep and continue to use the one that I did open. I got sent this one. If you don't know, sometimes e.l.f., when you're like, you have so many points as part of their reward system, sometimes they will just randomly pick and send things. I've gotten a mascara, I've gotten a primer, and now I've gotten a setting spray. I'm not going to keep this one though, because I don't plan to have a backup for this one, because I'm just like, it's okay. I'm not like super wowed by it. So I am going to pass this one along since it is brand new and still sealed in the bottle. Let me just say, please do not ask me to give you any of these makeup products or any makeup products I declutter. I feel very icky about giving products to people I don't know, and I pass them on to my family members and friends. And if there's something new, I'll tend to donate it, or sometimes I will pass them on to you guys by putting them into the giveaway boxes. So that's how I tend to give back, is with giveaway boxes. All right, but let's move on. Another affordable drugstore brand is Milani. This is the Make It Last setting spray. I did pick up one. I've used a decent amount of it, and then I got this as a gift from someone as a backup. So I'm going to keep both of these because I do think they do a really good job of making your makeup last. And I also have the Glamlight Fresh Prince of Bel-Air setting spray. I love the bottle on this. It's meant to look like a spray paint can. I did buy both of these. This is the one I'm currently using right now. Still a decent amount in there. This one is open as well, but I haven't really used it yet. I bought it to get like free shipping or whatever. I added it on when they had a sale on their setting sprays and stuff. So I'm going to keep both of these though, because I do like the formula. Alright, so now let's move on to this bucket here. So we currently have this one. This is in January's, month of January's declutter. As of filming this video, I haven't got to use it yet. I'm very behind on making looks for January. This video is probably going to go up after January, but hopefully I will have used it by then. But I'm going to keep it for now because I haven't got to use it yet, and I want to try it. I got it in an Ipsy box. That might be the Glam bag, which is now the original. Here's another one that I got. This is the Sophia and Maybell Hydra Hold that I want to try out. As you can see, new in bottle. I've loved a lot of things I've got from this brand so far. Again, also via Ipsy. So I'm going to try it out. So I'm going to keep. We have another e.l.f. product here. This is their All Set for Sun Broad Spectrum SPF Sunscreen 45. So this is a sunscreen and a setting spray. I mainly just use it as a quick little sunscreen refresher for my face. I'm not wowed by it as a setting spray. But I am going to keep this one because I do tend to reach for it as a quick little sunscreen refresher. I also picked up this Milani Clean Start Prep Step. This, I think, is supposed to be more skincare. I haven't got to use it yet, but I do want to try it out, so I'm going to keep. I also just got this Imco Beauty Miracle Flawless Setting Spray. This was in their advent calendar, mini advent calendar I got last year. And this is supposed to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. So I definitely want to try that out. So I'm going to keep. Don't know if I'm going to be decluttering very much from this, guys. But I have the Morphe Mini Continuous Prep and Set Mist. This to me feels like hairspray on the face. I did use quite a bit of it because this was in a monthly spin wheel series. I think it was October. I don't remember exactly what month. And I do like it. I do feel like it does a good job of setting the makeup and lasting throughout the day. And then I also picked up the Mini Continuous Setting Mist as well. This one's getting pretty empty as well, so I really need to pull these to the forefront and use them up. Which I may move into like maybe a project pan or something since they're pretty close to being done. But I'm going to keep both of those. I have the LYS Natural Finish Skin Loyalty. It's supposed to be Blur Mattifying and Setting Spray. I keep forgetting I have this. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile. Alright, so I also have the Iconic London Prep Set Glow. This is the darker shade. I did already use up the lighter shade. I forget... it has a name. I forget which one it is, but this is the darker of the two. I do like this. I do think it gives a nice glowy finish, but it does tend to leave glitter particles behind on the skin. But I did really enjoy the other one, and I want to finish this one as well. And it's so pretty in the bottle. I also did pick up the technical dupe from Hard Candy for this. As you can see, it's the same kind of thing where it like mixes up in there. This is lighter though. This is more the light shade than the darker shade that I have. But I've heard good things about it, and I do want to kind of test them out to see how they compare. So I am going to keep both of those. I have the Revolution Beauty or Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Matting Setting Spray. I am not wowed by this. I feel like, I know it's supposed to mattify. Excuse me. I know it's supposed to mattify, but I feel like when I spray it, my skin just looks kind of dull. And yeah, I can layer it, which I typically do. Which I do typically do with setting sprays, because I tend to use a mattifying for my T-zone and then a glowy, because I do prefer to look glowy for my finished look. And I do that with my powders as well. But I'm going to be honest, I wasn't like super wowed by this. So I'm going to declutter it. Pass it along. I also got this. I got it from Ice Cream Beauty. I think it's Joyce Bonelli Cosmetiques, I believe. Hate the reflective packaging on here. I'm not a huge fan of the shape of the bottle either, but I get what they were kind of going for. But I'm gonna put this in maybe pile. I also have this CoverGirl Clean Fresh Nourishing Milk. This is a prime and refresh spray. So this is kind of like a milky toner slash primer spray. This got picked recently in the vote for me to use in a full face of trying new to me makeup. And I haven't got to try it out yet because I haven't filmed that yet. So I am going to keep it. Yeah, I'm going to keep it. I also have my Urban Decay All-Nighter. This is the original All-Nighter spray. And it's pretty low because this is one of the ones I reach for when I want to make sure my makeup is going to last all day. So I reach for it quite a lot in the summer time. That's why it's got like very little left in it. Unfortunately, they did part ways with Scandinavia, who made the formula originally. So if I want to repurchase, I'm going to have to repurchase from Scandinavia because I've heard that the new All-Nighter is not as good. So there is that. I will say that I feel like my L'Oreal Infallible and my One Size, which I'll have to go grab, I forgot to bring them in here, do last longer for that purpose. So I am going to keep that because I do want to use it up. So I need to pull that and my two Morphe ones kind of out to the front. Now this one though, I just recently had in December's spin wheel. I don't like this. First of all, the sprayer is so sporadic. It just it's like a fire hose going off in your face. And I feel like it does nothing. It did not have any longevity whatsoever. Didn't really give any like glow or anything. So, and this is still a pretty full bottle, but I'm going to declutter. I also have the Pixie Glow Mist. This is like a glowy, I think this is like a glowy setting spray and skincare as well. But I bought it and I want to try it out. I haven't got to try it out yet, so I am going to keep. I have my Glam Light Rick and Morty. This is kind of a pain in the butt to store because of the shape of it. Doesn't really want to fit. It takes up too much room. So I've been trying to use it up, but there's still a lot in here. But it's a decent setting spray. It's not bad. It doesn't wow me either, but I tend to just leave it on my desk and spray my brushes and all that kind of stuff, and then use it in between when I don't want to try out a specific setting spray. But I'm going to keep. Then we have this one from LA Girl. This is a Fix and Set spray. I'm out of my MAC Fix Plus almost, aside from the little one that's like a setting spray too. So I'm going to keep this because of the fact that it is a Fix and Set. Just because I've really not got to use it much to make my full opinion on it. So, but I am going to keep and try it out, see how I feel about it. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab the other setting sprays and then go through those, and then we'll revisit my maybe pile. Alright guys, sorry about that. I have things kind of in different areas. I have been working on my room and inventorying things, and so I've kind of like separated some things into my mini vanity, and then I've kind of been pulling some things out to put in my drawer that I know are getting kind of empty that I want to try to use up first before moving on to other things. So yeah, I've been trying to work on that, but most of these are in my little mini vanity because they're little like smaller travel size versions I get from my Ipsy Glam bags. which is now Ipsy Original. This one is from Shades by Shan. This is just called The Setting Spray. Haven't got to try it yet. I haven't got to try it yet. You can buy this brand at JCPenney Beauty. Used to be the Sephora's in there, but now that's just JCPenney Beauty. But this brand, you can find it in there. I've got it a couple times. I haven't been wowed by their stuff that I've gotten. It's just been it's been okay. They're not horrible products, but they're not like, wow, this is super incredible, but they're a good staple, I guess you would say. But I'm going to keep because I do want to try it, and I do like the size of it. I also got this one. This is from Seraphine Botanicals. This is the Mimosa Mist Glass Skin Setting Spray. So this is supposed to be more of like a glowy, glassy type setting spray. I do like everything I've gotten from Seraphine Botanicals so far. Again, another one I haven't tried yet. Well, I think I might have used this once. And it did give a good glow if I remember correctly. But I'm going to continue to try out. I did pull my MAC Fix Plus. You guys can see I'm already really low on it. But I do want to find a more affordable option because this is a little pricey in my opinion for what it is. But it does work. It does a really good job of melting in my powders. But it does do a really good job of melting in my powders, so I don't know. Hopefully I can find something a little more affordable that does it just as well. But I am going to keep. I also have my one size Until Dawn, the little mini. This is getting pretty low as well. Love this. Makes my makeup last throughout the day. And this is essentially a dupe for it from L'Oreal Infallible. This does have more of a scent than this one. They both have a scent, but this one is a lot stronger. And again, it's just like hairspray for the face. This one is a little heavier than this one, but not by much. But I do really like both, so I am going to keep. Another mini I got is from Mo Beauty. This is the Set It Up setting spray. Haven't got to use this yet, but want to try it out, so going to keep. And then this is all that I have left of the Benefit Professional Super Setter. I put the big bottle in my empties because basically what I was doing was just refilling this little bottle because it's kind of the perfect size to throw in my little overnight makeup bag. But this is literally all I have left, and I think it's, let me look here. Okay, yeah. It's almost full, so that's all I've got left, but that's why I considered it an empty. But yep, gonna keep. Okay, so let's revisit my maybe pile here. Let me spray this on my skin because I haven't really sprayed it. Oh, okay. The sprayer is a little sporadic. I'm going to declutter. I don't think I need to keep that one. I'm also going to declutter the Wet n Wild one. If I want to use a skincare setting spray, I think I'll pull the Milani or the CoverGirl or something. So I'm going to declutter this one. Smells nice. Love the bottle and everything, but just not for me. I'm going to keep the LYS Natural Finish, though. This one. Alright, the bottle is not the best sprayer, but you know what? I love the coconut scent, so I'm going to keep it. Maybe I'll pull it out for this summer and use it in the summertime. Alright, so let's see. I kept 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. I kept 42 and I decluttered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, I have way too many setting sprays. I definitely need to start working my way through these before they go bad on me. Yeah, so I need to work on that. Definitely not my best declutter for sure, but I am glad I did get rid of some, because usually I tend to hoard my setting sprays, as you can see. Just not a good thing. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Stay tuned. I still need to work on my lip products, which is probably going to be even harder for me because I love a lot of the lip products that I kept, because I did my big lip declutter last year into the beginning of, well, the end of 2024 into the beginning of 2025 or something like that, I believe it was. But I got rid of a lot in that one. But I've gotten more products since then, so definitely need to work on that. But stay tuned. I will link the playlist up in the cards of my declutters if you're interested in some more, and in the description box. Again, I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers by June this year. I'd really appreciate it if you guys would like and subscribe down below. It really helps me out, and I would appreciate it. Until next time, guys. Bye.